welcome to Portland Wrestling Uncut. Oh, man, I tell you, excitement has been in the air, and so has confusion been in the air. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let's go back last week to the end of the show. You look at this.
This has been months in the making, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, Wade, Hess, and Thunder back together as a team. Wade, by God, Hess. Oh, look at that suplex. And a Thunder right out of the ring.
Goes Exile.
There he
In fact,
goes.
They both go outside.
Wade, no.
That thing's got to
Wade,
be
look
30
out.
years old.
Oh. He nailed Dr. Cleaver.
He missed the rock.
Out goes the Grappler. Grappler's interference causing the downfall of his team, Dr. Cleaver in exile. Now, wait a minute. We've got the locker room coming out here.
Well, everybody.
What's going on here?
They're not going to quit.
We won't quit on you, Portland. Don't quit on us.
Now, let me show you what Portland Wrestling Uncut is all about. I've never seen anything like this before in my years of professional wrestling, and I'm sure that you haven't either. Look out. We're going into the lion's den, and they are in there growling right now.
Stay here. I want to get Pete.
Okay.
It's going to get ugly. Hope I'm doing the right thing. Come on, say hi. Sure. That's it.
Want a little nip before we go in there?
No, I'm fine. No. Let's go and do this. All right. Don't hold back.
Okay.
This is a shoot.
Okay.
So, one of the things, just catching Pete up to speed here. All these guys have come for free. We're not sure where we're going here with TV because the budget problems. You know, so we got to come together or we're going to lose this thing. You know, how you feeling?
How the f*** does history repeat itself? Because everybody I've heard from boys is this shit happened last time you promoted, but now it's happening again. Can I cash my check? Because I still have it sitting on my fridge.
Yeah.
Same here. I'll tell you this, I ran a company for a lot of years. Guys like the Blanchards, Wade Hess, and a few of the other guys, even last month when I ran, came up with just on good faith knowing that I appreciate what they do, and I'm not going to blow smoke up.
Oh, there used to be a company that would not pay the boys, but pay the sound guy bucks. Okay? What good is it to have a sound guy if you don't have performers?
If you're honest with us, we can make a decision for ourselves. But I think what happens, we feel like we're being duped into it when midway through filming, hey guys, some people aren't going to get paid tonight.
Last Sunday, BCW, you're at the Elks Lodge buying drinks and buying everybody else drinks. Things are tight.
I didn't buy anybody.
Things are tight.
I didn't buy anybody any drinks. I don't know where you got that from.
But you were buying drinks for yourself, right? I can't buy drinks for myself because I haven't been paid.
You know, I talked to a lot of you on the phone. A few of you give me some really good insight. Exile's been great. Chris has been great. But if you got a problem, if you got a complaint or anything, call me directly. Don't call Roddy. Don't call Lenny. Call me.
Telling some of the guys at the show that you're going to pay them first is putting a level on it.
These guys, I mean, it's not like they're getting paid a lot. I'm not getting paid a lot either, but it's not like they're getting paid in hundreds and thousands of dollars a show anyway.
All of us have given you our respect and our trust. And you haven't done a damn thing to earn it, but we gave it to you. Because that's what we do. And we've gotten slapped in the face because of it, is what happened. I came in here, I coasted it on fumes here because I can't put gas in my car. You know, I had to dig change out of my glove box so that I could buy some coffee this morning. Because you owe me money. And you owe all of us money.
Dom, stand up. This is what I want you to realize. We sat in this room and said we would do that for free. Because these little kids were looking forward to it. And we broke the little kids' hearts.
Are we getting paid today for all this stuff we're doing? 4 shows in a day? No, so how are you trying to fix it? What's the plan? Fill us in here.
Plan is, and right now, the initial Band-Aid, I'd call it, is that I'm refinancing the loan I did on my house.
You know f***ing a piss off that makes me to try and me out of the bunch of money? Right. You know, I'm out there on f***ing TV getting slapped in the face. You trying to slap me in the face back here, too.
I wasn't trying to slap you in the face.
I don't want to hear this or that. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. I want to hear I got your money.
I told you, uncut, but not unscathed. I don't know what to say.
You know something, Don Cuss? I know what to say, buddy. I've been around the business 37 years, and all I hear is these guys out here on Portland Wrestling Uncut whining and crying I've never heard one week they're on strike, and then the next week, well, that wasn't good enough. We're off a strike now, but you know what? We're not getting paid enough money. The promoters are cheating us out of money. I wrestled, and he owes me $25. You know something? I never heard this before. These guys need to toughen up. They're a bunch of whiners and a bunch of sissies. You know what I'm going to do? I'm sick and tired of listening to these guys. I helped start Portland Wrestling Uncut. If I wasn't on this TV show, they wouldn't have no ratings. I did Portland Wrestling for Don Owens years ago, and you remember it. We fought hard, brother, and we didn't whine and we didn't complain. So you know what? I'm going to bring some guys in like I said I was. I'm going to bring some guys in from Hollywood that really want to fight. They don't whine and complain. You bring these guys I know from Hollywood, they'll show you how to fight. Matter of fact, I got a match right now. Let's go to it. I'll show you how tough these guys from Hollywood are.
There we go. Get him, Brian. Get him, Cage. You know, for all we know, Citron hired Thatcher to attack Willie Mack. We've seen Thatcher in the past been hired to attack various individuals here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
It's a bad economy. People have to make money, but at the same time, Tyler Citron has to make a living. This is unfair. They did not prepare for Brian Cage.
Well, maybe Tyler Citron getting what he deserves. Again, I would be shocked if Citron had nothing to do with that attack. I'm sure he did.
Woke up this morning, got myself some guns. That man has got the biggest guns in wrestling. Brian Cage.
He is put together. And ladies and gentlemen, I have it on good authority. Willie Mack being attended to in the back again.
Well, that's
he was attacked by Timothy Thatcher. Brian Cage luckily came to the rescue, and now Cage taking it out.
Does Willie Mack have insurance? Someone better check into that.
And I'll tell you what, we expected to see a no DQ street fight for the TV title. It shows you that anything can happen here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Expect the unexpected.
Brian Cage taking it to the streets, taking it to the outside, using every part of the ring, every part of this arena to his advantage. And who ordered the chops tonight? These people love Brian Cage. There you go. That's one way to take care of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Stu, I'm thinking that Citron was hoping that Willie Mack would perhaps have to forfeit the title. That's what I'm thinking was going on there.
Did that hurt? Thinking? I know it's a tough thing for you to do.
Would you please? Come on now.
I actually enjoy doing this with you as much as Citron enjoyed attempting to break that man's neck. One. Man, just a one count there. Very resilient there.
Of course, Citron, we saw that neck breaker right there. Shades of one of his big maneuvers, the cast drop. That explosive variation of the neck breaker wasn't executing it there at that point, but you got to keep your eye out for that maneuver.
Look at the strength. Oh. Very impressive, getting the much bigger man with ease. This Citron is a very impressive kid.
Hey, Tyler Citron said he wanted his name on the marquee, and it is on the marquee tonight.
Look how far he's come already. He's here under the bright lights, opening the show in a marquee matchup. Was supposed to be for a championship. He got screwed.
Again, I don't think Citron got screwed. I think Citron was trying to take advantage of a situation and get the TV title without winning it in the ring, Stu.
You're an idiot, you know that?
Not going to comment on that.
Speaking of idiot, Brian Cage losing a couple brain cells, getting his head bashed into the mat like that. There you go, Citron.
Citron now choking Cage on the bottom rope.
Using the ring as a weapon.
A receipt for what?
You saw what Cage did. Are you blind? Go to Lens Crafters.
Brian Cage back up to his feet, back up to that vertical base. And look at that one shot, just look how it caused Citron to stumble down. The power behind those shots from Cage.
Wow. Citron putting everything he had into that clothesline, and 1, 2, still not going to be enough. How do you pin Brian Cage? Not that you would know.
Well, I think Citron is going to be looking to execute that maneuver, that cash drop. That spinning neck breaker out of nowhere that has gained him many, many victories here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. The move that has gotten him to the point he's at right now.
Which would explain why he's working over the neck right now.
That's right.
Giving him a good stretch. Little yoga, loosen up the muscles.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, a lot going on here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Of course, we are on the road to the Red Carpet Rumble, are we not, Stu?
We are, Red Carpet Rumble. We are going to crown our first ever Championship Wrestling from Hollywood Heritage Heavyweight Champion. And Brian Cage looking impressive, has already qualified.
That's right, Brian Cage qualified. Citron disqualified. Oh, look at that elevation from that backdrop.
He sent him all the way to Pacoima with that one.
Only a 2 count. Probably picked up some frequent flyer miles there, huh, Stu?
Take the carpool lane.
Of course, Cage has so many maneuvers in that arsenal that he can finish his opponents off with. Look at that. Ooh!
Obviously, he was well scouted on that one. Both men down. What a great match so far to open up tonight's show.
Citron with the cover. Just gets a 2 count. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this was supposed to be a no disqualification street fight for the TV title. Unfortunately, Willie Mack attacked in the back by Timothy Thatcher. Brian Cage came to the rescue.
Tyler Citron is the victim here. He was set to fight Willie Mack. He didn't know he was going to face
sound
Brian
like a
Cage.
broken record, Stu. Listen to the fans get behind Brian Cage. Battling it out here with Tyler Citron.
No, you'd like to get behind Brian Cage, but that's a whole other conversation.
Come on now, Stu. Now Cage looking for that
Look at
slingshot
this. Oh
suplex.
That was incredible.
Slingshot superplex.
Have you ever seen anything like that? Because I know I haven't.
So, Don Cost, what did I tell you? What do you think about the guys from Hollywood? You don't hear those guys whining and complaining about not getting paid. You don't hear them saying, I'm going on strike. You see them out there fighting, right? They're double tough, brother. But you know what? You know what? I'm telling you, all these guys is whining and complaining. I invited them down here tonight. But you don't see Hess around here. I said, let's work out the problems you got, okay? You don't see Hess around here. You don't see Ugly nowhere. Where's Exile? Okay? I'm supposed to be his manager. Where's he? He should be stepping up for his rights here. You know, you don't see none of these guys just whining. Oh, wait a minute, though. I see, wait. Come here. Come in here. Colt Toombs. I see the one little bench warmer that showed up. Had enough guts to make it. But maybe you got more guts than you do brains. Even your old daddy, Roddy Piper, took off to Germany when he didn't get paid. But you show up, Colt Toombs? You're going to face me and talk about it? Well, I'll tell you what, I give you credit for having guts, boy, but I'll promise you one thing. You're messing with the wrong guy. I weigh 260. You weigh 160. You might be MMA. It's going to take more than one punch to knock me out, okay? Go ahead and smile, buddy. You got to prove it. I'll tell you what, you seen those guys? You seen those guys I'm bringing in from Hollywood? You think you're tough enough to handle one of them? You think you can step up to the plate with them? Bench warmer?
I'll fight anybody you have, sir.
Is that right? Well, I'll tell you what, tough guy. You may think you can fight anybody, and you may think that in your little brain, but you know what? It's a lot different story when you step in the squared circle. Anybody can get beat. And you know what? That includes you, Colt Toombs. And I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. I got another show. I'll tell you what, I'll even show you some better talent, okay? I'll show another match.
Excuse me, sir. Before we watch another one of your guys, can we see a match here from here in Portland Wrestling Uncut?
Sure, yeah, no problem.
Can we show the match of you and me?
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
No.
Let's see that
Hold on.
right now.
No,
right now. Let's go to that.
No, Don.
Yes.
And I think that's a tribute to his father.
Well, I think he just wanted to come out and prove it on his own. Any kid that age would want to. We all did it.
He's paying tribute to the man who has made everything possible for him.
Well, what a notch in the belt for Colt Toombs if he defeats the Grappler.
Oh,
man.
Well, I mean, this has been shaping up. It's been brewing. It's been coming up. And again, somebody is going to advance to the second round.
Exactly, yeah. But, here's a man who holds the record for title reigns in the Pacific Northwest. He's a 7-time Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion.
That's it. Yes, he is.
We've all dreamt of holding that many titles. This man has actually done it.
Well, while you've been dreaming, the Grappler over the years has been creating nightmares for a whole lot of pro wrestlers, and he's trying to create another one right now for young Colt Toombs.
Absolutely. Colt Toombs, if I was him, I'd be a little nervous.
Well, this Colt wants this. He knows that if he's gonna get to where he wants to be in professional wrestling, he's got to take on people like the Grappler.
He is. You can't sit here and duck any opponent. You have to take advantage of every opportunity that comes in front of you if you want to make it in this business. And Colt Toombs is doing that right now. I admire his fire. I admire his spunk. You know, yeah, he's got a great background with his dad, Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
But, you know, let's just hope it works for him in the positive in this one.
You know, as you see Colt move around that ring, you see a lot of his dad in there. The build, the facial expressions, and oh wow, that was a super nip up.
Look at the athletic ability of Colt Toombs. You know, that's what he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to move. He's gonna have to move real quick. You know, the Grappler's a big man. He's a strong man, but he's not a fast man. But when he gets his hands on you, he can do a lot of damage.
When you're that big, you don't necessarily have to be fast.
No, you don't.
Grappler's proven that over the years. But now the Grappler's complaining that Colt was bending the fingers. Well, this is pro wrestling, and just about everything goes.
Well, maybe it's a psychological tactic by the Grappler, breaking Colt's momentum.
The crowd is really getting on the Grappler right now as both men circle around the ring, ready to lock up and continue the battle. And both men do lock up.
Look at that nice go behind into a hammerlock.
Hammerlock by Grappler, reversal by Colt Toombs. Colt has learned very, very well. Grappler reaches for the top rope, and that forces a break. And Colt, look at the body on Colt. He is cut.
Yeah, he needs to work out a little shaggy on that part. I don't care for it too
well. Well, you're cut in a little different way.
Yes, I am.
And bleeding.
Let's get back to the match.
Now the Grappler still taking on the crowd taking on the Grappler verbally. And there's part of our crowd right there.
The crowd is in awe by watching the Grappler. This is a Portland wrestling legend.
They love to hate the Grappler.
Look at the history that the Grappler has done, you know, over the years. He's fought.
Hard. Look at that hard smash across the shoulder of Colt, delivered by the Grappler.
Whoa! Wow. Holy smokes!
That is super deluxe. Nip
out of nowhere.
Look at the athletic ability of this young Colt Toombs.
The kid's a jumping bean.
Grappler says, "I'm out of here."
Me too.
Oh, I don't know what's in there right now, but I'm outside.
Well, in my book, the Grappler's being very smart right now. He's taking his time. He's getting his breath back. He's getting his head together.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Take a new approach to this. I mean, the Grappler has been in the ring with legends of this sport, and he's beaten them.
Yes,
not because he's a stupid wrestler. It's because he knows what to do. And Colt Toombs, if you ever even get a victory with this guy, you better thank your lucky stars if he could walk away from this ring.
See, just a maneuver like that, instead of getting completely into the ring, giving himself a little more time by putting his foot back out of the ring.
Look at that, Colt's confused. His fire is going out a little bit. He was on fire for a little while, now it's kind of going out. He doesn't know how to approach it again. This is where the Grappler is best. He's going to get the upper hand here. He's going to cause a lot of damage to Colt Toombs.
Well, Colt Toombs, look at him, not into the turnbuckle, under the legs of the Grappler. Drop kick. Grappler is outside again. Wow. Look at this. The Grappler's still trying to figure out. Whoa, hey, wait a minute.
He doesn't know what to do. Come on, Grapp, take your time. Take your time, sort it out.
That's exactly what he's doing. But by the same token, Governor, he's giving Colt Toombs time, too, to catch his breath.
What has Colt Toombs done? If you think about it, he's got very little experience in the pro wrestling world. He doesn't know what to think about.
He's doing it right now. He's facing a legend, a man who's wrestled around the world of professional wrestling, and Colt Toombs is making a mark right now.
I'm sure his father gave him a lot of pointers before he got
Of course he did, yeah.
And his dad's scared to death for him.
There's a slam by the Grappler on Colt Toombs, and that hurt him. Locked him in and got a 2 count.
A slam like that from a man that size can break your spine.
You know he's feeling smash across the back of Colt Toombs. And now Colt learning a few lessons here from the Grappler as the Grappler's got him against the turnbuckle. Hard chops across the chest, across the face, and Grappler's
big
clotheslines him down. Yeah.
That's ringing his bell.
Colt's feeling that one. There's no doubt about that. And of course the Grappler's got to go over.
Well, of course, you know, this is a mental match as well. He's teaching the kid a lesson.
Look at this! Look at this! Now that's the way you grow cauliflower ears. He was just smashing Colt Toombs, one right after another, into the.
Oh yeah, you know, you want to be a pro wrestler, kid? Welcome to the business. Here's a cauliflower ear for you.
Yeah.
What a way to get welcomed into the business, huh?
All right, got him against the turnbuckle, and the kids are yelling for Colt. And a hard smash across the ear again. Wait a minute now. You can't be shoving the referee around like that.
That'll get you disqualified. Watch it. Tex Thompson's pretty bold, though.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, here it comes.
Loading the boot. That is vintage Grappler. And he takes Colt down. And look out now. He's got that smash across the back.
We know what happens when he loads that boot. We know what happens.
One, two. Colt kicks out. Now the Grappler's got to wonder, hey, wait a minute, I just loaded the boot on this guy, and he is still fighting.
Where's the intestinal fortitude coming from, Colt Toombs, with this?
Colt says, look what I found.
Whoa, what's this? Oh, man!
Yeah, and it covers him for the pin. 1, 2, 3, he's got it!
Holy smokes!
Colt
I can't believe it!
Has taken the Grappler, he's taken the best.
The winner of your match
this
is
rookie
Colt
has defeated a legend!
If anybody in the back, in the dressing room, or any of you people think you're going to disrupt my rose garden that I have bought and paid for with Channel 12, you have to answer to Colonel De Beers from South Africa. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, you people call me Whale on the Beach. You call me Porky. You call me Fat Boy. Well, let me tell you something. Right here, I want the camera to get on this. I got 60 pounds of fat right there. I used to weigh 374 pounds. I lost this 60 pounds of fat. I weigh 314 pounds on the Playboy Buddy Rose diet. Now, Colonel De Beers, could you help me over here for a second? These shorts that I'm wearing right here, used to fit me when I weighed 60 pounds heavier. Now that I've lost the weight, I don't have to wear these shorts anymore. And when the Playboy works out, I want the camera to get a close-up on my pectorals. Those are the chest muscles. Colonel, would you hold the microphone? This is how I work out when I work out with the chest. 1, 2.
You gotta be kidding. What?
Now the left. Now the right. Very simple. Now, you know, a lot of people like Jane Fonda, Richard Simmons, their inspiration is music. They think they need music to work out. Well, we don't need music to work out in my kind of program. Let me ask you, Colonel, would you let this young lady in here? I'll show you what inspiration is. What's your name?
Tammy.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
You are Playboy Buddy Rose.
Ha! Okay. I'm going to show you people how to do, I do 100 sit-ups a day. I'm going to show you people a quick 10 sit-ups and how to inspire yourself to do these sit-ups. Colonel De Beers, will you count them off for me?
You're about to be inspirated, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the Buddy Rose sit-up aerobics.
1, 2,
Oh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hey, hold it.
Thank you very much, Tammy. 10 sit-ups. That's inspiration. Now, does anybody in this crowd think that they're in better shape than Playboy Buddy Rose? I challenge anybody to step in this ring and match me. Oh, you got somebody? You think you're in better shape than I am? Colonel, let him through.
Here's somebody coming in from out of the crowd.
First, what's your name?
Bill Pillows,
What do you do for a living?
United States Army National Guards.
Hey, I didn't tell you to take your shirt off. Let me tell you something. I'm going to see if you can match me exercise for exercise. Colonel, I'm going to do 10 one-arm push-ups, and you count them out loud, and you just watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, do you think you can do 10 one-arm push-ups?
Yeah.
Let's see you do it. Give me 10. 1, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. Hey, you're gonna have a heart attack. Hold it. You gave it a try. I'll give you credit, you gave it a try, but you're not as in good a shape as Playboy Buddy Rose. So, it's time to leave, and I think you better lose a little more fat around here. If you're in the Army, we're in a lot of trouble.
In the wrestling business, it's tradition to ring 10 bells when a brother has fallen. These 10 bells are dedicated to my friend, my brother, Reed Flair.
For the pin, 1, 2, 3. He's got it.
Old Tombs took off, and Ugly, and Thunder, and Hess. Nobody, Exiles.
I found somebody else that wants to see those guys who are tougher than us.
Why don't you show me these tough guys, boss?
Roll tape.
Now.
Well, here we go, TK. Main event time here at NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. The modern-day hero is in the house.
Yeah, but not exactly getting a hero's welcome. Here's some of the things that fans are saying to him here. But Kevin Douglas has been a fighting champion, albeit a very opportunistic one. He always seems to find a way to win.
Kevin Douglas defended that titles against such men as Nick Madrid, SoCal Crazy, Famous B, a fantastic matchup against Johnny Uma in his last title defense. This guy is a fighting champion, TK. He deserves to be the champ.
Certainly is. In fact, has defended the title against multiple opponents as well. And in this main event matchup, going to defend the title against an opponent from one of our various NWA territories across the nation. And here you see Jack Zeller. Tell us a little bit about him and where he came from.
Jack Zeller out of Metro Pro Wrestling in Kansas City. And, you know, it just shows, again, people, wrestlers from all over the country coming out here to NWA Championship Wrestling to see what they got, to test themselves against the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World's Junior Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Denver, Colorado, weighing in at 205 pounds, Jack Zeller. And his opponent from the Metroplex, weighing in at 175 pounds, he is a current reigning and defending World's Junior Heavyweight Champion, the modern-day hero, Kevin Douglas.
How about that? The fans here in Glendale Studios chanting Mighty Mouse at the World's Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Well, I'll tell you what, TK, that's just complete
disrespect. I mean, how can you treat a champion like that? Come on now. Douglas getting the early advantage, attacking right at the bell, perhaps right before the bell, all over Jack Zeller in the early going here. Golden opportunity for Zeller in his NWA Hollywood debut. Wow, look at that, the tearaway pants.
That shows that he means business, TK.
Is that what that means?
That's what that means, yeah.
Been a lot of dancing on this program tonight. Let me ask you this. Who do you think would book more bachelorette parties, him or Biggie Biggs?
I don't think I want to dignify that with a response.
All right, always special when a world title is on the line on this program. Main event, look at this. Thought it was going to be a Death Valley driver, but just hung him out to dry over the ropes.
You know, we've talked about in the past, Kevin Douglas, this guy is just so physical. Oh, look at that, over the top rope he just threw him.
Oh, I think he's just trying to get this match over with, hold on to the title by disqualification, but referee Kevin Spencer motioning that this match will continue. So in the NWA, an over the top rope throw results in a disqualification. The referee showing some leniency, gonna give this Jack Zeller a shot.
Kevin Douglas drawn a little bit with the fans at ringside. Like I said, TK, the fans here at NWA Hollywood really disrespecting this man. I mean, he's a champion. He's the NWA World's Junior Heavyweight Champion. You know, calling him Mighty Mouse. I mean, it's just not right. It's just not right, TK.
All right, it wasn't right for him to throw his opponent over the top rope as well, but the match continues here. Douglas holding on the ropes on the sunset flip attempt, now scores with a nice snap suplex, follows it up, a lot of velocity on that elbow. The champion, very, very physical, very, very efficient with everything he does in the ring. Now going for the win yet again. Here's the cover, only a count of 2.
Kevin Douglas all over Jack Zeller here, and I need to note again, that matchup with Johnny Uma, TK, great wrestling, great title defense. Johnny Uma, you know, of course, I've given him a hard time in the past because, you know, the history he's had with Johnny Goodtime and the Rock Nest Monsters, but I will not ever take anything away from Johnny Uma, the athlete, the wrestler, and he took Kevin Douglas to the limit.
Certainly did, and I would love to see Uma get another shot at the coveted World's Junior Heavyweight title in the future. Here's the cover again, and right now, it is Kevin Douglas that's wrestling his match. He's controlling and dictating the pace. He's not allowing Jack Zeller to use any flashy type of offense. And look at this, really a throwback. You know, here you see the abdominal stretch, just knows how to put his opponent in a compromising position.
Well, Kevin Douglas, now Douglas grabbing the ropes here, referee Kevin Spencer doesn't see it, but, you know, Douglas, again, you know, very much about honing in on a body part. You know, when Kevin Douglas decides what he's going to do, when he has that game plan, he sticks with it. And that's what makes him a great champion.
Not very heroic strategy here by Douglas, though, getting the added leverage by gripping the rope. You can see the anguish on Zeller. Referee Kevin Spencer steps in, does a little something about it, evens the score here, and now look at Zeller now uncorking some offense. Nice drop kick, and he's really got to get something going to get into this matchup.
Yeah, Kevin Douglas definitely has maintained control of this title defense here thus far. And again, fans, you know, lots of live events around, you know, the California area. Make sure to check out NWAHollywood.com. Just had a great live event in Downey as of late.
That's right, sold out. Thanks to all of our great fans for being there for that live event. And make sure you go to NWAHollywood.com for all of the information on, there's other events that are scheduled, and there's stuff that happens at those live events that you're not gonna see here on this program. Incredible matchup, first time matchups, you gotta go check it out live. And Douglas, look out here, gonna maybe don the cape.
Kevin Douglas, the modern day hero, TK, I think showing off some of his superpowers here. He's gonna take flight.
Up and away and down with the big splash. Hook of the leg, is that gonna do it? Yep, another successful town defense for Douglas.
See, Don Coss, Hollywood's got tough guys. You see their champion right there? That's what you call a champion.
Whoa. Hold on just a second, Grappler. Just a second. You know, yeah, we've seen Hollywood's champion. Well, I'm very proud. The entire community, all of the entire Northwest has been proud of Portland Wrestling Uncut. Portland Wrestling for many, many, many years. Let me show you our champion in action now.
I'm here with the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion, Dvari Champ. Up next, you versus Big Ugly in a lumberjack strap match.
I said I'm a fighting champion, but I didn't. I said I would fight Ugly. I would fight Ugly. I mean, this is. I can't. Oh man. Look, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do my best. And I can't do this right now. I just can't. I gotta focus.
Title match, lumberjack strap match, Dvari Ugly next.
Stupid! Oh, yeah!
And this is a lumberjack strap match for the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship.
Big Ugly, this is what you've been waiting for. A Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship match, a lumberjack strap match.
You know, it took long enough to finally get Dvari in a situation where he can't run away. You know, he's used every excuse in the book. Last month, he actually said, he called the promoter and said, hey, I missed my flight. Everybody knows that's a lie because you're on the no-fly list, Dvari. But Dvari, what it comes down to is there's no more place to run. There's no more place to hide. As a matter of fact, I've already got my victory party with all these people planned. And you know what, Joe Boo? You're coming with us. You, me, the Blanchards, Wade, Hess, and Thunder, we're going out. We're drinking a little of the adult beverage stuff, and we're going to party all night long. And you, Joe Boo, get on your phone, text your wife, Skype her, do whatever you have to do, and tell her Joe Boo's not coming home. And if you think you're getting away, Joe Boo, and not coming out with Ugly, not only are you crazy, you must be stupid!
All right, Big Ugly is ready for his championship match. Here to introduce the champion, Devin Dawson.
And please put your hands together for your Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion, weighing in at 225 pounds from Tehran, Iran, Dvari!
It's like a lamb going to slaughter. I hated these matches because you get thrown out there. I know when I was out there, I whipped them as hard as I could. I whipped Flair, I whipped Hogan, I whipped some folks I didn't even know. And I loved it. Being inside's a whole different deal. The fact that the championship's on the line, going to make it a little tough for Dvari to do anything but pin Big Ugly. Pinning Big Ugly is a big job, but I think Ugly's going to prove that Ugly's beautiful. We will see two tough kids there. Holy cow, Dvari, Big Ugly, here they go. Let you see their strategy. First thing, don't get thrown out, because the fun has just begun. You scared me. Ugly's beautiful. And you know, these two guys, look at a nice reversal with Dvari. Two schooled pros. It's beautiful. Look at that. Behind goes Big Ugly. Big Ugly got a waist lock on him. Dvari didn't want to get in trouble. Backs him in. Dvari, throws an elbow. They know where they are all the time. It's like an art when you see guys like this talented go together. And when the stakes are, Ugly comes back, boom. The stakes are so high. There goes Ugly out, whip him. Wait a second.
Well, he's in friendly territory right there. Gentleman George and Buddy Highway, it looks like they're protecting the champion.
Wusses.
They're supposed to be strapping him and throwing him back in.
Wusses. I should have been out there.
Keeping the Blanchards at bay there. Giving the champ a little breather.
Well, you know what, Joe? I'll be right back. I'm going to change something.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are checking out once again a lumberjack strap match. Now, we should mention, for people that aren't familiar with their history, this all started right around Christmas when Ugly Claws stole the heavyweight championship from Dvari. Ever since then, Big Ugly's been chasing Dvari all over the Pacific Northwest in search of that heavyweight championship. He's come close, but thus far no cigar. This may be the opportunity that Big Ugly's been waiting for. And hello again, Hot Rod.
All right. We'll just hang on. We just changed the format.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just see the difference. And there goes Big Ugly out.
Big Ugly's out there now. And No.
All right, I'll be right back.
He's giving Colt Toombs a hug, and the Blanchards are keeping them at bay. All right, thus far a little home field advantage for each gentleman on either side of the ring there. None of the Lumberjacks have thus far used their straps. We'll see what happens. This is, in fact, a Lumberjack strap match, and the champ, once again, taking it to the #1 contender, Big Ugly.
I'm back.
Roddy's
That's
back.
enough of that. It's time for Uncut. Get on him, Dvari. I have sent the word.
Okay.
You can believe in me.
There may be a whole lot of strapping going on here in this Lumberjack strap match.
Dvari, Ugly in, Ugly roll too. And there goes.
Wait a minute. And here comes the straps.
Now you're talking. Getting the belts with that I am.
We've got a slap match from
Yeehaw! And now we're talking. We got Ugly down right away, going for a submission hold on Dvari, which is hard to get.
Welcome back to Portland Wrestling Uncut Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship Lumberjack strap match. And as you said, Big Ugly's got that crossface on the heavyweight champion.
Before we went to break, we have changed the rules. Watch. Oh, yeah? What's going on?
Eric Wright grabbing Big Ugly.
Just, now they're strapping. I don't care as long as they're strapping.
Now, theoretically, they're supposed to wait until he's out of the ring to start the strapping, but...
Not after what I just said to them.
What the heck? Clothesline by the heavyweight champion, Dvari. This has been several months now, Roddy, brewing between Dvari and Big Ugly. It had to be settled in a big way, and that's what we're getting right now.
Right here in Portland Wrestling Uncut, Dvari just looking down, looking at him. Just a lot of confidence in Davari's part. Dvari is one of the top pros in the world. Ugly, he's right in there, and this is for the strap. This is for the heavyweight championship. Dvari, so much thrust, throws his own weight into the Irish whip. Ugly down, Ugly.
Now, what's amazing to me, Rod, is the transformation. 1, 2.
His feet are under the ropes.
Big Ugly has become one of the most beloved members of the Portland Wrestling Uncut roster in the last couple months. People used to hate this guy, but, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. If you're against Dvari, the fans love you.
The fans love you. Dvari, as much heat as he takes, he's one of the greatest. I'm proud to have him here, proud to call him a champion. He was a very one, 2, and Dvari up on the up here. You know, he was our very first champion, never been uncrowned, and Ugly's having a hard time. I'm not sure they're going to get it done today, but we are going to find out who the real deal is. And look at that.
Going toe-to-toe, Big Ugly, big forearms to the heavyweight champion off the ropes.
Oh!
Abdominal stretch.
Abdominal stretch. How did you know that, Jovi?
I've studied some Roddy Piper DVDs.
That is great hold. Smart to do to Ugly. Smart. He's trying to take the breath away. Knows you got to wear Ugly down. It's the same thing we saw with Shane Douglas and Thunder. Got to wear him down. These pros, they know how.
And you can see Dvari looking over his shoulder. I think he's kind of weary of those Lumberjacks with the straps out there, Roddy.
Yeah.
One eye on Ugly, one eye on the Lumberjacks.
I sent a message. I'll strap you all.
Gentleman George looking on, a little leverage, and
there you are, you're talking. Now you're talking. Getting it done, and that's what broke the hold. Nice for Big Ugly. Look at Big Ugly hurting. The stretch is a tough move. That just takes it out. It's brutal.
Outside enforcement from the Lumberjacks, but whoops, Big Ugly.
There it is.
Off the turnbuckle. No thanks. That's
there it is.
Not doing a whole heck of a lot.
Okie dokie. I think we got us a Peter 6.
Look out! Those right hands mean nothing, and here comes Big Ugly with some right hands of his own.
Rocking Dvari. Dvari goes down. Big Ugly brings him over. Here he comes off the ropes, and what a shot!
He's saying that's it.
That's it. And a 1, 2, and
Dvari kicks out. You're not going to win the heavyweight championship that easy, my friends.
What a match. What a match between these two men.
They've had so many collisions, but none quite like this. Dvari catches him looking. But Big Ugly with a counter of his own. Tilt-a-whirl slam.
Go for the pin. 1, got the leg in. Holy cow. How much punishment can you take?
Davari's a lot of things. A quitter is not one of them. He's going to keep fighting and fighting and fighting, and you know the same is true for Big Ugly. And here goes the heavyweight champ.
Go. Get on him, boy. Whip that boy. I think some of the fans are whipping him too. But nobody get hurt except Dvari.
Whole lot of leather. Whole lot of leather flying there outside the ring.
Oh, loves to get spanked, I heard.
Oh my goodness, kind of a spinning neck breaker.
One, that's got to be it. Two, and
Dvari gets that shoulder up at the last minute. Whoa, Roddy, what a match we've got.
These guys both in their prime. Ugly, obviously feeling confidence. Ugly coming after, and nobody. Uh-oh.
Back suplex by the heavyweight champion.
Look at this! Ugly! Boom! Right across the bridge of the nose.
Oh man, Ugly means business, ladies and gentlemen, and he's going for the crossface again.
Going for the tap. Trying to make him tap out. I don't think you can get Dvari to tap out. No, oh, wait a second. Dari's got him hooked.
Middle of the ring. Can he get to the
Everybody's
ropes?
screaming, tap, tap. Dari's not going to tap. He's going for the rope.
Can he get there?
I don't know how
Can
he
he get
can
to
get out
the
of that, but
ropes?
he thought he did. Holy cow. And
Ugly reverses it.
switches to the far side. Ugly again, Dvari, same hole, left
He
side.
did it! He did it!
We got a new champion!
A new Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion!
Your new Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion, Big Ugly!
We have a new champion! We have a new champion! Proof that Ugly is beautiful!
It's been a long time coming, nothing stupid about this. Finally, Big Ugly has beaten Dvari for the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship, and here come the kids!
Look at the kids just filing in the ring. You got the Blanchard, you got some of the wrestlers out there. They just, Ugly is beautiful. I am so proud of him. What a match. Give Dvari credit.
Being Ugly never looked so good. We've got a new heavyweight champion.
I told you, pandemonium and mayhem.
And we don't quit.
Next week, Portland Wrestling Uncut and Unquit.
I'm coming home.
Dad?
Was that you?
Where is he?